A personal struggle is shared. A difficult question is raised. The Quran is opened directly. Let's listen. Welcome to Christian Prince Legacy.
Hello? Yes, my friend. Who's talking?
Oh, I'm the Moroccan girl from China.
Oh, hey, Sarah, huh? How are you, Sarah?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, I'm doing good actually.
Let me speak to you in Chinese. I did not practice Chinese for a long time. Ching hong, hing hong, hing hong. No? Can you translate what I said?
I'm sorry, but that's maybe a dialect.
No, it's not a dialect. You should say only Allah knows what you said.
Ah, sorry. Yeah, sure.
All right, Sarah, what do you want to share with us?
Since your call with my dad, it's kind of, and you know, because now Ramadan is over, and they kind of like find out that you are not, you are not the same anymore. And I'm trying like to ask them questions and stuff. I'm like, I think they accepted the fact that I'm not Muslim anymore, which is I feel like it's good. I didn't expect them to be like this, to have this like easy reaction. I was actually scared.
Yeah.
And last time I called him and I was asking my dad about like child marriage in Islam, because Muslims, they marry kids, and this is, everybody knows this. But when you tell them, they be like, no, even other religions, they do this. It's not only Muslims. You can't take a culture and mix it with religion. And I was like, okay, but there is something in Quran that said that, and I'm sure, and also Hadith. And he said, well, no, we don't accept Hadith anymore. He said he watched a lot of videos, and Hadith now doesn't make sense.
You know, Sarah, what your dad is doing is the same as those Christians now who want to justify sin. They choose only one place from the Bible, and they say, oh, we are saved by God's grace and by faith, but they don't want to read the rest. In the case of your dad, he is trying to escape the reality that all of Islam is bad, Quran and Hadith. So he say, oh, I'm not going to listen to that.
I sent him the videos you shared. Like, you had this, you deleted it from YouTube. You only left it in Patreon. Women in Islam. It's just like 1 week ago or something. It's a new video.
Okay.
Yeah, and I sent him the video of that Egyptian guy who was saying like, oh, beating the woman is good for her. Like, actually, I don't know that video, and he was like, the only reaction I got from him is, oh, you know what? I hate bearded men.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, because the problem is, I told him, okay, but the bearded men are the ones who brought your religion. So how could you hate them and accept the religion they brought you? And like, I can't understand.
Yeah. I miss, I call you Sarah, but your name is not Sarah, correct?
It's okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, I miss you, but that, because I have other person, okay, ex-Muslim. Yeah, because this is what happened when you have a lot of Muslims leave Islam calling you. But, this is a good sign that your father is now, like, he is listening more. And you should keep trying. Maybe like last time he was so upset from me, And when I asked him about like your mother, he took it in a very personal way, and he started to make an excuse to fight about it. Why you are talking about my wife? You remember?
What I can say, Arab men. They rage.
No. He is not. He's making. He was faking it actually. He was faking it. He's trying to avoid the question, and he made it as if I am talking about his wife. But he knew very well, he's trying to escape the embarrassment, so he cannot answer. So he make it, oh, why you are talking about my wife? I'm not talking about you. I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know your wife. I'm saying it's true that a Muslim man he do this to his wife. So he make it as if I'm talking about his wife in order to escape the question and the embarrassment. But I advise you to keep like sharing my videos with him, and slowly he will notice how Islam is. Did you share the video we have yesterday with him, with this
The
guy?
problem is he can't understand English well. Like he can
Ah,
understand, but not in a deep level. So I only like send him like small videos, the ones you put in your channel or something, like just the proofs,
yeah,
And he like all of his reaction is like, oh, this person is not good, this person is not da da da, this person is da 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 da. But the problem is, why all of them are sharing one thing, which is this, they have the same religion.
yeah. Well, as I said,
Okay,
he is trying just
okay,
to find excuse to escape the embarrassment. He don't want to admit that this is the religion. And we have the Quran. And okay, and why he don't want the Hadith? It's up to him now.
I don't know. The problem now is my mom and my dad both. They start saying, because now, they're old, but they start watching TikTok, and they start like seeing those new generation of Muslims. Like they're not like the old ones. Those are like liberal a little bit, you know. They kind of they try to logic the religion, and they start like watching them, and those people are saying that, oh, there's actually a lot of hadith that it's actually corrupted, and actually most of the hadith is made because just to like kind of lie on the prophet, but the prophet cannot do this and not do that. So actually most of the hadith is like we shouldn't accept the hadith. And now they're saying they don't accept the hadith. They said when the hadith contradict the Quran, then of course there is a problem. Oh,
Yeah,
and I want to like not debate them. I just want to show them, like every time I bring a topic, to tell them, like for example child marriage or whatever, and I bring them like a hadith, they say, oh, no, we don't accept hadith anymore, we only accept Quran is the truth. But now my problem is to find problems in Quran, like for example child marriage. I'm looking for like just one proof
oh
from
yeah, that's easy. If you go to chapter 65, go
wait, let me
chapter 65, verse number 4, because that
check.
verse is speaking about divorcing children. And now he cannot say this is, this is not, this is hadith. This is, this is Quran. So
In
those,
Surah Talaq, right?
yeah, the divorce, talaq.
Oh.
So those women, who you divorce them, they have to wait for 3 months. And those who never have divorce, sorry, have period, they have no curses before. And even the Muslim translation says, because they are still immature. They are immature. So this is the time of divorce, not the time of marriage. So in the divorce, still they don't have their period. So usually what people, they will not get married and divorce second day, right? Maybe this is after a few years, maybe 5, maybe 3, maybe 2. So they are marrying kids. Even in the time of divorce, they still has no period. You see it? And you can show him,
Yeah.
you can show him the interpretation. It says it clearly in Al-Jalalain, Al-Qurtubi, Al-Tabari, etc. It says it clearly that because they are very young age, they are kids.
And he was like,
And you can ask him,
even
hold
if
on,
you
sister,
Okay.
you can ask him a very simple question. Ask him, what is the age of Aisha when Muhammad died?
Oh, he said, I told him this.
Yeah.
Because I asked him about her age when he married her and when he died. And he was like, oh no, we can't confirm this because maybe the hadith is corrupt. So we can't confirm her age. He married her when she was mature.
Yeah. Well, what you can do.
Exactly. See? I don't know. They're getting smarter.
No, if he speak to me, he will not be able to play the same he play with you, you know, because the Quran says you have to obey Allah and the Messenger, and to do that, that means you have to obey what Muhammad said. So if he say the hadith is corrupt, then he cannot obey Allah. For all Islam is based on what the Prophet said, not only in the Quran. You know what I mean? How I can follow Allah if I cannot follow Muhammad? And in order to follow Muhammad, I have to have authentic hadith. If the hadith is corrupt, that means Islam is corrupt. But you know, your dad, he remind me of two of my cousins. They went for hunting. The first one, he said to the other one, do you see that goat? I'm going to shoot at it. Sorry, he said, do you see that bird? I'm going to shoot at it. My other cousin, he said to him, this is not a bird, this is a goat. He said, no, it's a bird. He said, it's a goat. He said, you want to bet? He said, okay, let us bet. Okay, let us shoot. If it's fly, then it's a bird. If it's not, it's a goat. So he shot, and then the bird fly. My first cousin, because he's stubborn, he says, you know what? It is a goat even if it doesn't fly. So I don't think you can convince your dad. He is a person who believes it's a goat even if it doesn't fly. Don't even try.
Yeah, because now he said that, oh, you know what? Don't focus much on the negative things. He said, Quran and Islam, it comes to teach us like rules, you know. It comes to teach us like stuff and clear up like problems. And I was like, okay, then name me one problem. For example, when Muhammad came, can you just tell me one good thing he did? And he was like, well, he get rid of the paganism, right? Like,
yeah, but now we are kissing black stones.
Okay, just and I was like, seriously, that's the only thing. And he was like, oh, don't you know how hard it is to convince someone to not believe in something?
Yeah, tell him, don't tell me. This is what happened to me with you. You know? Yeah, so now we are not pagan, but we are adopting the same building of the pagans. The Kaaba is the building of the pagans, exists before Islam, and the pagan, they use it. The pagan, they touch the black stone. The Muslim touch black stone. The pagan, they used to go between As-Safa and Marwa, which is nothing but there's an idol for a man and a woman. The women and the man, they have sex in the Kaaba, supposedly. And then they became stones. So they have two stones, one for Naila and one for Asif, or I think they Asif. So they put the two stones in two locations, two hills, and they go between them. And then even when the Muslims, they did not like the idea to practice As-Safa and Al-Marwa, Muhammad, he have to make a verse claiming that Allah told him, well, you know what? This is from the shrine of Allah. There's no sin in doing it. This is why it says there's no sin. Because this was from the practice of the pagan. And you will see even it says that a group of Al-Ansar who like to do it, they heard that because now they are Muslim, they can't do it no more. So they came to Muhammad and he didn't want to lose them. This is their shrine. So he added to Islam. And suddenly, now it's part of Islam. And then they start adding stories like this is where Ibrahim, he was, blah, 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 blah. But the story of As-Safa al-Marwa exists. You can read it in the book of Asbab al-Nuzul.
Talking about Ibrahim, you know, I read the story of Ibrahim in Bible, and I compared it to the story of Quran, the story of Abraham in Quran. I'm telling you, I'm like, what? What is this? Because in Bible, it's like so, it's so, what, how do we call it? It's like, it's so detailed, you know?
Yeah.
It's so detailed. And you would know why actually the first child wasn't counted as the first child and why he didn't took the prophecy and these things. But in Islam, the whole story doesn't make sense.
No,
at
actually,
all.
even like if you want to know, if you want to know who's Abraham, where in the Quran we know who's this guy Abraham.
Look, it doesn't matter. Ibrahim himself doesn't matter. It's like when Muslims come and tell you about his wives, and when you ask them where you got the names of the wives, they be like,
yeah.
Oh, well, we got them from like some historical books and from Bible. Oh, now you believe in Bible.
Yeah.
And then when another thing
and now he believes in Hadith too.
Look,
because
I
Hadith
really,
is copying a lot of stories from the Bible too. Yeah. But
like,
no, let me tell you, it's very important to know the person. You see, especially a person like Abraham, because Islam supposedly is based, they call themselves Abrahamic, correct?
Yeah.
So how we call ourselves Abrahamic, yet we do not know who's Abraham. So if we ask the Muslim now, who is Abraham? Who is this guy Abraham? What they know? What Abraham mean? They do not know. They don't know. The Quran mentioned the word Israel. Okay, who is Israel? There is not a single verse in the Quran tell us who is this guy Israel. In order to know who's Israel, you have to go to the Bible. There is nothing in the Quran about Israel. Ask your dad, take a note. Tell him, okay, you are a person don't believe in the Hadith. The Hadith is corrupt. I want you to tell me who is this guy, his name is Israel. Let us see what he would do.
Okay.
Try it. Then he will have to say to you, oh, we have to go to the Hadith. And then if he say that, he says, you see, so when you want to, if he say we have to go to the Bible, that's mean why? So what the point of the Quran? What the Quran exactly did? Nothing.
No, really, I'm telling you, the Ibrahim story blew my mind so much. Like when I read it, I was like, now it makes sense why Arabs are strong-headed. Now it makes sense why we're like this, why we act like this, why even Arab have all this money in the world, but they can't rule the world because God already told Abraham that your first son will be strong, but he's not gonna take he would not take rule of the world except your real son that comes from your real wife. And
you know, it's not about just ruling. It's about first of all, the Arab have nothing to do with Abraham, nothing to do with Ishmael. You know, the idea of Ishmael is the father of the Arab is not exist. You see, even Muslim books, they say, if you have my book, The Spirit of Allah, you will see that even the Muslim believe that Ishmael, at the age of 14, some they say 11, he started learning Arabic from the Arab, from the tribe of Jurham. So how he can be how he can be the father of the Arab? So now if I go to China and I marry a Chinese woman, and then you say to me, "Well, Christian Prince is the father of the Chinese," people will laugh at me.
Yeah.
And the Arab is not even an ethnic. Arab is a Aramaic word, meaning people of the desert. They are not one ethnic group. When Islam took over, you know, the Muslim, they forced one language on all the territory they occupy, including the territory which never spoke the Arabic language, like Iraq, Syria, Morocco, Algeria, etc. This is why you see the Arabic is different, because each one of them is mixing his Arabic with his own old language. Like if I go to Morocco now, I will have difficulty to understand what they are saying in the street. You know, very difficult it's going to be. If you go to Tunisia, it's the same. If you go to Algeria, it's the same. If you go to Libya, it's the same. So every country, they've been forced, like Egyptian are not Arab, but now they call themselves Arab. Like now you are from Morocco, correct?
Yes.
But you are calling yourself Arab, but you are not an Arab.
Oh no, I believe I'm African.
See? Yeah. So he's not an Arab, and you're not an Arab. The Arab occupy you, and they force you to use that word, and they say, like enforce Arabic in everybody, enforce even the names, enforce the language, enforce the culture, and then you lost your heritage by time. This is what Islam does. Islam destroyed the heritage. Like if you go to Syria, those are Syriac, they speak Aramaic. What happened?
You know,
they destroy the heritage.
In the Arab countries, like for example, like North Africa and the Arabic countries, you know, you wouldn't feel this much because it's been the Islam there been for too long. But if you go to more West or South Africa and you see those new, like those countries that are new to Islam, you will feel the difference. You will really see the difference. Like you, like for example, in West Africa now, people are dying. Like people are really like dying just because some group just woke up. Oh, we are Muslim and we want to create an Islamic country. Okay, now they are like killing innocent people in their houses.
Yeah, this is actually even the war in Sudan right now is involved the Islamist. Wherever the Islamist goes,
Yes.
hell will go. You know, that's it. I mean, Islamist. What we it's a Islamist mean violence. If you don't agree with me, we'll kill you. And it's a mafia. It's a gang. It's not a religion. You know, Islam is not a religion. Islam is a gang. It's a political gang. Drugs. Like they are religious, but they sell drugs in Afghanistan. Okay, how you are religious? Hezbollah in Lebanon. They are religious and they beat themselves for the sake of Al-Hassan al-Hussein, and they are number one producer and importer of drugs to the world. It's like a drug dealer, you know, in some countries in Latin America. He wears a cross, but he is killing millions, you know, by his drugs. All of those are satanic. The difference is that a drug dealer wearing a cross, he is no Christian. But a terrorist, he is killing people, he is practicing Islam. You know what I mean?
Oh no, you know, Muslims will say, oh, those are not from us. Those are what do you call them? Shia. Those are Shia. Shia different. Da, 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 da. And Shia, if you tell them about this, like drugs and stuff, they'll be like, oh no, it's just weed. It's coming from the earth. It's just a herb.
Yeah,
Not
it's
a
just
drug.
weed. Just weed. It's food. Let us eat it. You know, I don't want to say that to you, but imagine you call him, says, Dad, I am high. So what are you doing? I said, I just took some weeds, as you say. And then let us see what he will say. He will say to you, don't do that, you know, you destroy yourself.
Oh,
You know,
you don't know that in Morocco it's legal to take weed. It's not a
but
problem.
everybody is doing hashish there. I mean, everybody in Egypt, hashish is in every coffee shop, in every, you know, the street, you go at Gahwa, you know, you go to the,
Yeah.
so they sit and they put hashish in the tea, they put hashish in the sandwiches. Even there's some Turkish restaurants, in order to, they cut already many of them, in order to bring more customers, they added drugs to the food.
So people will be addicts.
Will be yeah. So people will, they cannot live without it. So they have to come second day. You don't know why he's just choosing this restaurant. If he eat in different one, he is not. You don't feel good, you know. So they you know, they drugs a lot of people, and they buy the cheapest drugs to make them addict to their restaurant. They make money. People come back. People can become customers forever. You know, yeah. That's why I cannot eat really in any restaurant run by those people. I don't trust them. They cheat in everything, and they might add drugs. You know, you see, like we play in the other day. I don't know if you were watching the video of Mimi Hijab and Lily Dawa talking about you can't lie to your wife. So
yeah.
if somebody can lie to
my dad.
Yeah, if somebody can lie to his wife, can't he lie to me? You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah, if somebody lied to his family, I mean, how he will not lie to me? He will lie to me. He will cheat. He will give me poison in the food. He will give me. He will slaughter a donkey and tell me it's and in the Middle East this is very popular. You know, they go and they buy dead animals, have nothing to do with the cow, and they put the meat of the donkey, the meat of the mule, the meat of the camel. You are buying beef now, but you go home, you'll find this meat doesn't taste right. So they cheat in everything, but they are the most religious people in the world. They go every Friday, they wear white clothes, and they gather together in a huge number, and they practice open prayer in the street. The second the prayer is over, everybody go to the fornication world.
Oh no, CP, you have to see here in China, because you know we have like a lot of international students, and most of them are actually from South Asia, like Pakistan, and you know,
Yeah.
anyway, South Asia. And last day we had like school meeting, and these people posted in the group chat. They said, "Oh, I'm Muslim. I can't come. I have to go pray Friday's prayer." Okay, it's not a problem. The school understood. They didn't come. And today I was surprised by one of my the people who lived in the dormitory, that they were drinking alcohol.
They were drinking whiskey. He's a Muslim. He's a Muslim. He have to go. He cannot, you know.
You know, he can't pass Jumu'ah. He can't pass Salat Jumu'ah. But after Jumu'ah, you need to get your...
You remind me when I was young. This is like 100 years ago. I know a girl. She's a Muslim girl. She's a nice girl. But anyway, it was our graduation, but they are from different college, and we don't mix with them. So I saw her. I was with a group of family attending my graduation. I graduated from the law college, having my law degree. And she shouted at me, and she came at me, and she gave me a hug. I look at her. Who is this? You know, I could not recognize her. She's wearing, you know, those like a Spanish style dress where your shoulders is open, showing, and the dress is coming down to your chest. You know what I mean? Yeah. She said, "What? You don't recognize me?" I said, "What?" And then I recognized from her voice. I said, "You? What happened? Where is your hijab? What happened?" You know, I could not recognize her, because usually she wear the, you know, the scarf, and she have a hat, and the hat in the top of other hat, so her hair will not show up. I said, what happened? She said, don't tell anyone. My families are not in town. Finally, I can wear the dress I want.
Oh yeah, they teach us this. Look, CP, I'm not gonna lie to you. Morocco is not a like, you know, it's not like too strict country, but we still have like to, you know, cover up a little bit and stuff. But you know, every time you travel, you can do whatever you want. You can literally wear whatever you want, wear shorts, wear skirts, whatever. When you come back to town, go back to your old clothes,
Yeah, yeah.
pants,
Yeah,
long
I
pants,
know, I
long
know. Yeah,
stuff. Really, this is something I grew up like into, you know. Even
yeah.
with my family, like my dad, when I still remember, because when I was a kid, he was a little bit of a religious, more than now. He was like strict man, and he used to tell me to only wear like those, you know, jalaba.
Mm-hmm. Jalabiya.
Yeah, and like, yeah, and wear stuff that will cover my body. He even actually made me wear hijab when I was a baby, but I got sick and I thank God I took it. And when every time we travel, we will go like to the beach or something. You're free to wear whatever you want. Like I wear like swimming clothes and stuff. Like, but when you come back to town,
You have to wear the Islamic clothes.
yeah, go back again to
And
what
you
you were wearing.
and your dad, do he wear swimming in short, and your mom swimming suit?
Uh, for my dad, yes, my mom will take off her hijab and will wear t-shirt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's all. Like she doesn't sew too much. But my dad, it's really like now I'm thinking about it. It was actually so weird because when you grow up in such a thing, you don't really
Yeah,
see it.
because if when he go down, he knew people will judge him, and the people will rip him apart. For this is a society of gossip, you know. It's a very evil
Yeah,
society. They will not leave you alone. And yet they claim to be religious, but in fact they are harmful people, you know. But if you go in different country, which is not an Islamic country, people they are not watching you. People are not there to harm you. I mean, you live your life, you are, you know. But in the Middle East, everybody is a judge in everybody. But in the end of the day, everybody is corrupt. Just give them some freedom, and you will see what they will do. And go and see what they do behind doors, not only, you know. Yeah,
look, CP, I will tell you, this is so scary, but in my society, when I was a kid, I used to hear girls in school, like just primary school. Keep in mind, those are primary school kids, like not even 12 years old yet.
yeah.
And you will hear girls like saying, "Oh, my mom doesn't allow me to wear shorts next to my dad." Now thinking about this, like how could you not wear shorts next to your dad? That means you can't even feel safe
Next to
around
your
your
dad. Yeah,
family?
yeah.
Seriously? Like this
Well,
is
because
really
you
like
know, like
warning.
there is men who they can pervert. They can be pervert in every religion, but Islam will make the man, you know, special pervert, because Islam make a man think of a child to have sex with, because it's lawful. There's nothing called pedophile
Yeah.
in Islam. So the woman, the mother, she knew that her husband is not trustworthy. So she will not let her daughter stay next to the father, you know, wearing a short, or she knew what she have. She knew exactly the quality of the husband. The quality is bad. This is the quality of Islam. So what she can do?
Now Morocco is suffering from this type of people a lot. Like I don't know. I don't know, is it just internet exposing them, or is this like new or something? But
No, it's not new.
really,
As you said, the internet, because now everything is easy to publish, and you can publish it without people knowing you too. So you can record people on the street doing things. You can. So now it is more way easier than before. Before, in order to expose somebody, you have to say it to somebody, and then the news might arrive that you are the one who said that. Now you can go to your computer in your private room. You can post a video of somebody doing something, and nobody will know you are who you are. They have a proxy. They have etc. So yeah, the internet is exposing everything. The internet is changing everything. And I believe actually, like the internet is going to have a new generation. I don't think it's far from now. It's going even to change way more things. Like it's going to go to different level. I'm not, I cannot predict exactly what it is, but I believe this is what the human being history always go through. When the door of technology open, another big door open. So technology is going to like not only to destroy Islam. Islam is going to be demolished horribly because of technology. Like now everybody in Islamic world is aware of what he say, what he have in his surrounding because of the internet, not because of the government. Like if you go and stay in your town before, unless they say in TV or in the newspaper, you do not know the news. Even if something happened in your town. Now in 2 seconds, you have news spread around the world. So I believe that time is moving so fast, and technology is going to be a big problem to Islam. Already it is, but Muslim now, they are like having like in Pakistan, etc. They have a police department to just to watch the internet, and the purpose supposedly to watch internet crimes. But the internet crimes for them is not the porn website. It is a website and videos and channels speaking against Islam. They are trying to fight it, but it is out of control. Nobody can control it no more. Now kids, they have phones. When first time I have a phone in my hand, I remember I got the first phone at that time. Very few people, even in the state. When I came to the state, I have a cell phone with me. They look at me. I mean, why do you need it? Cell phone. What is that? It was big, huge. Have a big antenna. There's no camera at the cell phone. And then when they have a camera, the camera was picture is very horrible. I mean, there's a big change. If you look what we used to have before and what we have now, you will understand how fast things will change. And this is exactly what is destroying Islam. You will see now Muslims themselves, they are trying to make Islam a moderate,
yes.
And that because of the internet, not because they are convinced, but because of the internet. The internet is exposing Islam, so they're trying to beautify Islam by making it a new Islam, a new religion, something new, like somebody sent me a video of a guy, his name Yusuf, something, that this guy from Emirat or, huh?
I saw that he's like da'iya, right?
Yeah, he's a da'i, yeah. And he is saying, do you know that we say this to the Christians? Do you know we say we teach hate against, but are you kidding me? Isn't this in your Quran? So
I saw one of his videos. He was saying that, oh, a lot of you. Do you know why a lot of other Islamic da'iyah wants to kill me and they're after me? It's because I keep saying that Islam, like our books has a lot of problems, and if you see the books of Hadith and Sharia, you will find that like they're hiding a lot of stuff that it will destroy us in front of everybody. Okay, but if you know this stuff, why are you still Muslim?
No, you say he is just this guy. Those are da'iyah, they work for the government. Like every government in the Middle East, they have now there's people who are being successful to be famous. So they choose them and they support them from behind the scene so they can spread the propaganda of the government. So in Emirat now, as an example, Emirates signed a peace agreement with Israel. So in order to make the Islamists like it, they have to get those guys to speak to support it. And they start suddenly quoting that Muhammad have agreement with the Jews. The Prophet, he have agreement with the Jews. The Prophet, he married even a Jew. Suddenly the Jews are our friends, you know. So they change the direction of the speech, depend on what the ruler he want. Those that don't speak of their own, those are like, even though they are not official intelligence officers in the secret police, but they are hired by them. Every government in the Middle East, they have those guys who they present their government, who beautify it. Like you will see the Sheikh says, they will quote for you that the Prophet, he said, even if your Amir, he rip your money and he whip your back, still you have to obey him. That is their biggest title. So you have to obey the Amir. So you don't go on revolt against them. So those are the same as the priest in the old days in Christianity. They used to be used by kings to justify how evil the kings are, because those priests are corrupt. The difference is Islam is corrupt, Christianity is not. If a priest is corrupt, he is corrupt. He is just defending a filthy ruler, trying to use the gospel to protect him. But in Islam, Muhammad himself, he said clearly, if he is, you know, even if he's unjust, even if he's killing you, even if etc., just truly obey. But in the Bible, we have as an example the story of John the Baptist. When a king, he want to take a woman, she is unlawful for him. John the Baptist stood against him, and he paid his life. So there is a huge difference, and now what they are trying to do is just to justify it, to make Islam look nicer. Same time, they're trying to change the mindset of the new generation.
Oh no, you know, my dad now, he said like, because I was telling him like Islam has this problem and Islam has that problem and Islam have this problem, and look at this problem here and look at that problem here and look at this stuff that are like doesn't make any sense. And he was like, oh no, but you see now Saudi, she's like putting all those people who are like, you know, those da'iyas and stuff, they're putting them all in jail because they are like following the traditional mind. But like, okay, and I don't even okay, like what you're trying to tell me, like now because he said like Saudi is one of the most strict countries in Islam, but now they're putting those people like in jail. So
what about his king?
means,
what about his king? Why he don't talk about his king? He don't dare.
No,
I'm not going to put you. Hold on, don't talk. I don't want to put you in trouble. Don't say anything. Yeah. But anyway, you know, the technology, like you now, how you heard about me from the internet, right? Yeah. Even though you are living in China, you're still in China right now.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You know, is it like do you study by? I asked you before, I think, but I forgot. You study by Chinese or you study using English?
No, I study using Chinese.
So you have to learn. Is it hard to learn Chinese?
Actually, if you live here, it's easier. Yeah, it's because, you know, the people around you, like Chinese cannot speak English at all. So you are forced to
Yeah, I
learn
know.
Chinese.
I've been there. I know about the Chinese. So even I remember in the airport, I asked. There is a tourist office. The girl in the tourist office, she don't speak English. Even the one
Yes,
in the tourist office, she don't speak English. You know, the
they lie
immigration
to
guy
me
don't
before.
speak English. Nobody speak English. You know. Yeah, it's like speaking to Allah. You go to the train. I took the train, and I was struggling to find which train I will go to. You know, very yeah. I like to go to China actually. I like Chinese food, and I wanna be Chinese. So at least I cannot see Joe Biden in TV there. You know, at least maybe once a day.
You know, I think one reason of me realizing the stuff that happens in Islam is actually China, because China is like a communist country, and Islam is kind of like following the same concept. It's like when something is forced, it's forced, and you can't do nothing about it. When we say something, it's like this. And they take whatever they want. I mean, the Chinese system is taken from Europeans, right?
Yeah,
I mean, the Marxism and stuff. So it's taken from Europeans, but they keep saying that no, it's original. Da da da. It's the same with Islam, taking stuff from Christianism and Judaism or whatever, and just claiming that it belongs to it. And yeah, and also like playing with the internet, because China has its own internet. Like you can't
yeah,
see
yeah. I know.
anything.
By the way, how you can go in YouTube? Because when I was in
Oh,
China,
VPN.
I could not open
VPN.
my okay. I could not open my Google account, my email. Like they asked me, I remember for like a reservation, I tried to open my Google, it did not work. And then I learned that Google will not work there, Gmail will not work.
Oh,
Uh,
nothing. Funny thing here, like they don't allow any international app like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube,
Even TikTok, I
whatever.
think, right?
Even TikTok, they have their own versions of
Yeah.
everything.
They have WeChat. I remember they told me download
Yes,
WeChat. Yeah.
yes, we
I
use
download
WeChat.
WeChat so you can I think WeChat what happened the Chinese government they can read all your text, when you send them.
This
But
is what I'm coming. You can't even use Chinese VPN because it's controlled by China. So you need to use foreign VPN. And to get a
yeah.
foreign VPN, you need to download the Chinese VPN. It's a it's a real joke. But I mean, nah, it's okay. I mean, if you don't talk about government or stuff, then you're fine.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, like except that I feel like China is okay. I mean, they're also strict about religions. China, you can't have a religion. Don't tell me you're this or this or that. Like, no, they don't care about religion.
Yeah.
Here,
No, they
even
care.
if
No,
you go
no, they
to,
care actually. They watch Muslim carefully.
yes, because we had like those
Terrorism. Terrorist.
South, yes, we have
Ego,
those
yeah.
South Asians when they come. There was one guy, he kept the beard and he wears the tall clothes. Tall clothes that actually doesn't mean that you're Muslim. It just means that you're wearing somebody's cultural clothes. Anyway,
Yeah.
and he was always followed by government. Every time he go to the mosque, he will or go outside because he's always wearing like this. And everybody talked to him, like told him like, oh, you need to change your clothes, it's not good to wear this stuff here. He didn't want to listen, so he kept being followed every time he left the school. Like, he will find that somebody is following him from behind. And when you
Yeah.
go to mosque or you go to church, you actually need to, we call it in Chinese, dongji. It's like you need to write your name in something and they give it to the police.
Yeah, yeah, they watch all religious, but the Muslim, they have different treatment because they
Yes.
fear for terrorism, but they don't.
Yeah.
But they are not nice to the Christian too. They watch them carefully and they close their churches. Yeah, I remember when I arrived to China. Actually, there was a big church was destroyed by the government. Yeah,
Here they even like changed a lot of old they changed a lot of religious places, churches and mosques to a Chinese style, because before those things were, they
in,
look foreigner. You know how mosque looks like and
yeah, in
church looks
Arabic.
like. Now, no, they changed the style to a more of like Chinese style, and they put the leader's picture. Like first you need to pray to the leader, then do whatever you
First,
want.
you pray to the leader, and then you pray to Allah.
Yes, 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 it's true. Like
That's a
you
good one.
really, they said it. If you watched, oh, I don't know, but anyway, because
Yeah, I don't
we live in
wanna.
China.
Don't keep talking. I don't want to put you in trouble. You better go.
Oh no, it's okay.
No,
No, this thing is not real. Like I don't know.
I wanna go to China. Actually, I saw many videos about China. I'm surprised. I mean, how advanced their cities. And whatever people they say about China, I mean, obviously they are way more successful than all the Middle East together, and they are advanced like 100 to maybe 200 years from the Middle Eastern. Yeah, and yet they are far, and they are the communist. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, and the Middle Eastern, we are the proud. I mean, we are man. We are, yeah. But in reality, go to the street, how dirty, how filthy. I mean, they even you go to the Middle East, you will see shoes hanged on the wires. They cut the wires.
Yeah.
People, they throw garbage from the third floor. Nobody want to go throw garbage by his hand. They throw it from the high building and they cut the wire of the electricity. Boop, boop, boop. Suddenly the electricity is gone. Why? Because Muhammad, she decided to throw her garbage from the fourth floor to the street. And you might get a shower in the way or get hit by a foreign shoes or foreign garbage bag or foreign. Yeah.
You will understand China if you learn Chinese, and you will understand Islam if you actually went and learned Islam. That's what I got from this, because before you come here, you're like, oh, you're told stuff, but when you reach here and you learn, then like, it's not the same. Red flags, red flags. So it's
Yeah.
like Islam. They don't teach us stuff when we're kids. And you grow up and you start seeing these things and you start like, whoa, wait. That's not what the religion I was introduced to. And yeah, you end up
Yeah,
leaving
there
it.
is a new. Just wait, 10 years from now, Islam will be different religion, will be in short. In 20 years from now, it's going to be in bikini.
Oh no! My dad, he said scientists are joining Islam. And I
Right?
was like, what's I was like, look, a lot of people are leaving Islam because of this stuff. And he was like, oh, don't talk to me about those small people who have no like nobody knows them. Tell me about those scientists who are actually joining Islam. And I was like, okay, maybe they are joining it because they like it fit their narratives, right? Like
Yeah.
if somebody wants to marry a child, now they are allowed to. If somebody who wants to marry multiple women, he can. If somebody wants to beat his wife, now he's allowed to. And he was like, oh, so you think Islam is only about sexual stuff and these things? And I was like, yes, don't you think? And I was like, oh, you are really in the dark side of this. You know, I don't know who are you listening to. Da, 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 da.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
sister. Thank you for calling.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
good to hear you from time to time. All right. By the
Yeah.
way, are you in the chat?
Yes,
What is the name you are using in the chat?
Oh no, I'm using somebody's YouTube, so
Okay, sorry.
it's Christian friend. Yeah, it's a
Okay,
Christian
so
friend.
if you want,
Yeah.
I can make an admin if you want. All right. All right,
Oh
take
no,
care.
it's fine. No, I don't need to.
All right, take care. God bless.
Yeah, thank
Bye-bye,
you.
bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Yeah, I see some people posting comment, like we have our friend here, Dawn, he is saying this. Christian Prince, you don't understand what was being said. Saying that, let's zoom in, we are saved by faith alone is not the same as justifying sin. Work is a result of faith, just as salvation is. My friend, I don't know, I'm talking to myself. You just said what I said. Because faith, if you are saying I'm saved by faith, and you don't want to do the work, that means you're justifying sin. You mentioned that how the thief in the cross was saved. I mean, the guy is dying after 5 seconds. What do you want him to do? Go do some work? His faith at that moment is the only work he can do. As an example, we as a Christian, we need to have baptism. Is baptism is required? Yes. But the same person you are talking about, he did not have baptism. So should we throw baptism away because he's not baptized? So don't, just be smart and remember carefully that the Bible is not a phrase. The Bible is the life of Jesus. And Jesus, he said to you, I was hungry, you fed me. I was thirsty. I was a homeless, stranger, a prisoner. You did that to me. They said, when we did. So those things is your fruits. If you don't have faith, then those fruits will not come. And if you don't have, you claim to have faith, but you don't have a fruit, that means your faith is false. So people, people are, I don't know, people are like awkward. Like I'm talking somebody have a cross eyes. It's like saying, have you ever heard of seeing of magnetized? He is only positive, there's no negative. It's impossible. If you have faith, your fruit will come. If you don't have a fruit, you don't have faith. So your faith save you. Yes, you're saved by faith, by the grace of God. But if you don't have roots, that means all your faith is a hypocrisy. And that's what is causing you to justify sin. Because you don't have, if you have faith, you don't follow sin, and you don't practice sin, and you stay away from it. Very simple.
1. A personal crisis raised by the caller. The discussion begins quietly, not aggressively. The caller is not a debater. She is an ex-Muslim daughter speaking about her own family. Her parents had discovered that she no longer believes in Islam. She expected anger. She expected rejection. Instead, she encountered something unexpected: avoidance. Her father does not defend Islam aggressively. He steps away from it selectively. This moment matters because it reflects a growing trend among Muslims today. 2. The strategy of escape. We reject Hadith. When the caller raises serious moral questions, child marriage, women's treatment, Muhammad's example, the father's response is not denial. It is exclusion. He rejects Hadith entirely, not weak Hadith. All Hadith. This is not scholarship. It is survival. By removing Hadith, he believes Islam becomes safe. But this move creates a larger problem. Islam cannot function without Hadith. And more importantly, The Quran does not allow this escape. 3. The issue is narrowed. Quran alone. Rather than debating tradition, the discussion becomes focused. If Hadith are rejected, then the Quran alone must stand. No commentary. No excuses. No secondary sources. This is exactly what the Father claims to want. So the discussion grants it. 4. Chapter 65 is introduced not emotionally, but textually. Attention turns to Quran chapter 65, a chapter dealing with divorce law. The verses describe waiting periods for divorced women. Among them is a specific category: women who have not yet menstruated. This is not interpretation. It is written into the text, and the implication is unavoidable. Divorce presupposes marriage. Marriage presupposes consummation. This category exists inside the Quran itself. No hadith are needed. 5. The escape collapses. Quran versus denial. At this point, the strategy fails. The Father cannot say, "This is hadith." He cannot say, "This is culture." He cannot say, "This is fabrication." The text is Quranic. This is the moment where Qur'an-only Islam collapses. The problem Islam was trying to escape reappears inside its own book. 6. Avoidance replaces answers. The response is no longer textual. The Father shifts focus. He speaks about modern Muslims, TikTok scholars, reform, intentions, morality. But none of these address the verse. This is not engagement. It is deflection. A book that claims clarity should not require avoidance when read plainly. 7. A deeper pattern is exposed. The discussion widens. The Quran repeatedly refers to figures without explaining them. Abraham, Israel, Moses. To understand them, Muslims must go elsewhere, to the Bible or to Hadith. Reject Hadith, and Islam loses its explanations. Reject the Bible, and Islam loses its history. The claim of self-sufficiency breaks down. 8. The family tension reveals the cost. This is no longer abstract theology. The caller is not trying to win. She is trying to understand. She asks her father one simple question: what good did Muhammad actually change? The answers grow vague. Paganism is mentioned, yet Islamic rituals mirror pagan practices. Avoidance returns. At this moment, ideology collides with reality, not in a debate hall, but inside a family. 9. The larger reality: Islam cannot be reformed. The discussion concludes with a sobering observation. Islam is not being defended anymore. It is being repackaged. Reform movements do not come from conviction. They come from exposure. Technology has opened the text. The internet has removed isolation. And Islam is being forced to soften because it cannot survive scrutiny unchanged. This is not growth. It is pressure. 10. The conclusion is clear. By the end of the discussion, the picture is complete. The Father rejects Hadith to escape Islam's problems. The Quran itself restores those problems. Avoidance replaces answers. Reform replaces honesty. The issue is not misunderstanding. The issue is the text itself. Islam cannot be saved by removing its sources, because its foundation remains. Truth does not fear awareness. A book that claims clarity must survive being read. Avoidance is not faith. Rejection of evidence is not integrity. And no belief system should demand silence from a daughter seeking answers. Read the Quran carefully. Do not rely on clips or filters. Follow the argument to its source. Subscribe to Christian Prince Legacy for discussions where claims are tested, texts are read directly, and truth is followed, even when it is uncomfortable.